Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here on ZLN. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Minnesota Timberwolves tonight. And, guys, what can I say? I mean, this was another huge win for the Los Angeles Lakers when it comes down to it. I mean, Anthony Davis, dominant performance in a huge way. He came to play when it came to this win tonight against the Minnesota Timberwolves tonight, the number one team in the NBA in the Western Conference when it comes down to it. And just the wow factor in the fourth quarter. It was all Anthony Davis. The offense stepped up when it comes to Austin Reaves. And, it was just one of those type of moments where we needed that type of firepower coming off the bench in the fourth quarter. Once again, the fourth quarter was key to the Lakers' success when it came down to it. And we saw it in the last game with D'Angelo Russell leading the offense in the fourth quarter. And once again, it was not just one person, it was the whole team in the fourth quarter stepping up offensively in the fourth quarter, taking down the number one team in the Western Conference in the Minnesota Timberwolves tonight. And guys, I want to get into the stats and historic stats when it comes to Anthony Davis, his numbers tonight, and LeBron James returns tonight after being out with injuries, with an injury, and just everything across the board when it comes to the efforts that we saw from all of our Lakers out there tonight, including our MVP of tonight's game in Anthony Davis and his historic numbers tonight. When it comes down to it as a Los Angeles Laker, and I want to get into all that. But before anything, like always, please be sure to hit that notification bell and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate guys who show me the love, support for this channel, what we're building on this channel, and of course all over social media as well. The links will be in the description of this live stream, so you guys can check me out on social media, and of course subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and I really appreciate all the love and support you guys have shown me all across social media. And without further ado, let's just get right into the comments that are coming in, and even the comments that were coming in before I went live. So, and it all goes to Daniel here. I really appreciate you, man. I really do. Great win, yo. Absolutely. It was a huge win, actually. It was not great, it was huge when it comes down to it. And, you know, my predictions, before going into the weekend was that, the Lakers will at most beat the Bucks, but they will lose to the T-Wolves. And obviously my half of my prediction was right, or wrong, or wherever you guys want to go with it. But the Lakers win 2-0 going into the weekend with these huge wins against the Bucks, with D'Lo coming to the rescue, and now Anthony Davis with his great performance, his monstrous performance, his dominant performance, whatever you want to call it. A great performance out there tonight for Anthony Davis. He is the MVP of tonight's game, when it comes down to it. And, I'm just going to say it. He's going to get Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, there's no other way of saying it. He deserves it. I mean, he averaged a career high 7 steals in his career, in his career at the age of 30, putting up a huge numbers out there tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers. 27 points, giving us 25 rebounds. 25 rebounds. He was one rebound away from tying his career high in rebounding. Like if he would have got a couple more, he would have made career highs. With at most 27, but his career high was at 26. But tonight he averaged 25. So a great historic night. I think he surpassed Dwight Howard in rebounding back since 2013. So another historic moment as a part of the Los Angeles Lakers is Anthony Davis achieving that milestone in his career with the Los Angeles Lakers. So kudos once again for his rebound and his defensive effort. He grabbed 10 offensive rebounds, and for the T-Wolves as a team, they only had 11. As a team, I mean, think about that. As a team, the Minnesota Timberwolves combined with 11 offensive rebounds to Anthony Davis, who had at most a 10 offensive rebounds for himself. And as a team, we grabbed up to 14 rebounds. So talk about a monstrous performance for Anthony Davis when it comes down to it. And just that alone shows you how great and how when he wants to and what we want to see from him as number one, number two option for the Los Angeles Lakers, that he just brings his dominance every single night. And that's what he did tonight. He brought the fire to the Los Angeles for the Los Angeles Lakers to the Minnesota Timberwolves, number one team in the Western Conference when it comes down to it. And after this win tonight, guys, I'm just going to say it. Just judging by the numbers and where the Lakers stand within the standings at this moment, they're one game away from the Dallas Mavericks to reach the eighth seed in the Western Conference. But the Lakers are 2 games away from reaching the sixth seed in the Western Conference. I mean, talk about opportunities that's right there for the Lakers to grab when it comes to their standings in the Western Conference. At this moment, I think they're like the ninth seed. As I said, they're at the ninth seed. They're 1 game away, as I said, from the eighth seed, but they are 2 games away from reaching the sixth seed in the Western Conference. So talk about an opportunity for the Lakers to achieve when it comes to getting within the standings, a better situation in the standings. So once again, the Lakers just need to fight through for the rest of the season with 18, I believe, games remaining of the NBA season for them to at most just go on a playoff run. That's what they need to do. And so far, they're doing great. And they have, I believe, Wednesday's matchup against the Sacramento Kings. It could be an opportunity for them to get a revenge win against them. Probably Anthony Davis giving us another monstrous performance against Sabonis. So that could be an opportunity for him to, shut all the haters when it comes to the matchups. That him going I believe, 8-0 against Sabonis when it comes to that particular matchup. Maybe once again, he needs to give us this type of monstrous dominant performance when we play against the Sacramento Kings on Wednesday. So let's just hopefully Lakers will bring their A game in that particular matchup because the Kings, they are no scrub, and we witnessed that a couple of games ago where they shot 44 points in the second quarter, where in the first quarter Lakers were really giving it to them. They showed a great turn of events in the first quarter, but after that, it went completely downhill after that. But maybe a revenge win will be obviously a redeem for Lakers Nation when it comes to the Lakers getting that win potentially on Wednesday. But, we just have to wait and see about that. And, 25 plus rebounds with 10 offensive rebounds as individually for Anthony Davis. I mean, as a team, the Lakers only had 14 offensive rebounds to Anthony Davis's 10. I mean, that's just amazing right there. Defensive player of the year type of status for Anthony Davis when it comes down to it. And 7 steals. I believe he averaged a career high with 7 steals for his career. So, just monstrous, monstrous MVP caliber game for Anthony Davis out there tonight with 27 points out there tonight. So great job out there for Anthony Davis tonight. I mean, he just came to play. That's what it was out there tonight. But as a team, I mean, with D'Lo and Reaves, they played great as well. At what Daniel says right here, he absolutely did when it comes down to it. I mean, seeing their numbers out there tonight, especially Austin Reaves, once again, giving us a great performance out there tonight with 19 points, with 3 of 6 from the three, 7 of 13 from the field, with 6 rebounds and 4 assists out there tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers. And, this is what we need to have moving forward is everybody contributing to every single matchups that we face. Okay, Austin Reaves needs to step up. D'Angelo Russell needs to step up. Rui Hachimura also needs to step up as well. And just in general, just the team in general needs to do this type of performances moving forward now, going for a playoff run with 18 games remaining of the NBA season. So, once again, another great performance from all of our starting cast for this Lakers team in Austin Reaves and D'Angelo Russell, along with Rui Hachimura out there tonight. So we need everyone to participate every single game and bring their A game every single game. So once again, just a great job out there for D'Lo and Austin Reaves out there tonight. So with that, just kudos to them with a great performance out there. Let's talk about another one here. Go Lakers, back-to-back wins. Yeah, it was it really surprised me. I mean, I was actually predicting to do a win against the Bucks, but lose against the T-Wolves tonight. But going into the weekend, but with the updates and the reports coming out with Karl Anthony Towns being out, I mean, this was an opportunity for the Lakers to not miss this one, not miss this opportunity to go into Sunday with a win against the T Wolves, number one team in the Western Conference when it comes down to it. And that's what they did tonight. They came to play, took the opportunity with the, not with the injuries that are occurring to the Minnesota Timberwolves with no Karl Anthony Towns. They went in there and got the win in convincing fashion with the dominance of Anthony Davis out there tonight. So great job out there for Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers for taking this opportunity to get a huge win where things were not looking good for the Minnesota Timberwolves when it comes to health wise for the team. So once again, the Lakers got a big win, a huge win out there tonight against the Minnesota Timberwolves tonight. Must beat the Sacramento next. Yeah, I mean, it should be a revenge win. That's hopefully what's the Lakers will potentially do going into Wednesday's matchup against the Kings because they really kicked our butt last couple of games, last a couple of days ago. So with that being said, I mean, it should be an opportunity for them to get a win, and there's no doubt about it. They are going to. Do what they can to get a win on Wednesday, and especially when it comes to Anthony Davis and the talks and the analytics, and them saying that Sabonis always gets one ups when it comes to Anthony Davis's matchups, and it's been that way, and it's a sad reality. I mean, I believe Anthony Davis is 0 of 8 when it comes to the matchups between him and Sabonis. So once again, will Anthony Davis bring the same monstrous MVP caliber performance when we face the Kings? Sort of remains to be seen when it comes down to it. So my hope is they will, because they actually almost tried to in the first quarter when we faced them a couple days ago. But once again, Lakers defense lagged, and we had a great shooting performance from an outlier type of game from most of the rotational players from the Sacramento Kings. So that could that happen again? It sort of remains to be seen about that. But at the same time, you know, my hope is with the momentum the Lakers are on at the moment by beating the Bucks, beating the T Wolves, they could potentially go into Wednesday's matchup against also one of the top teams in the Western Conference in the Sacramento Kings. They're no scrubs. We witnessed that a couple of days ago with the beatdown that they gave us a couple of days ago. Uh, that should be an opportunity for the Lakers to go into Wednesday's matchups against the Kings and get a win. Hopefully they can do that, but we just have to wait and see about that. But my hope is that Anthony Davis turn on his beast mode and just go to town when it comes to the Sacramento Kings on Wednesday, and especially against Sabonis when it comes down to the matchups that will be at hand between both guys. So, because a lot of momentum going into that particular matchup for sure. So, my hope is the Lakers will still bring their A game and go into Wednesday's matchup with 2 days off, with them staying healthy, and especially with LeBron James, who returned tonight from injury after being out with the Bucks game with an ankle injury. Uh, he had a quiet night, I have to say, but looking at his stats, showed that he put up some big numbers with 29 points, leading the Lakers tonight in scoring with 29 points, went 10 of 16 from the field, 2 of 4 from the three, and managed to give us 8 rebounds and 9 assists for the Los Angeles Lakers. So with his return, he also put up some big numbers out there, even though it was all about Anthony Davis and his MVP caliber performance out there tonight. LeBron James had a quiet night and still gave us a huge impact in the game. So, great job out there for King James out there tonight. So, kudos to him and welcome back when it comes when it comes down to it. So, I just have to put that out there when it comes to LeBron James' performance and his return tonight. But it was a team effort. When it comes down to it, and it was all about Anthony Davis tonight. Minnesota looked bad without Cat and Gobert. Yeah, Gobert as well. Both big men's were out tonight. So this was a field day for Anthony Davis when it comes to his performance out there. And ironically, this was supposed to be his night. This was supposed to be his night. And that's what he did. He dominated tonight against the Minnesota Timberwolves. So without question, you know, if those two guys were playing, I think maybe at best Anthony Davis would have struggled tonight. But at the same time, I think there could have been some efforts when it comes to some we saw tonight from D'Lo and Austin Reaves. But there could be a possibility that if both guys were playing, I think maybe the Lakers would have lost in this game. But once again, Lakers took this opportunity to get the win with the circumstances of the Minnesota Timberwolves not having Carl Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert. It is another opportunity where Lakers needed to get for sure, without a question. Daniel, once again, got to win versus Sacramento Town. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what's in stake. When it comes to the Wednesday's matchup, without a doubt. So my hope is the Lakers will get their revenge win against them on Wednesday, but sort of remains to be seen how Anthony Davis is going to be feeling in that game, especially LeBron James and just the rest of the crew. I mean, we need everyone to participate in this game on Wednesday against the Sacramento Kings. Maybe Austin Reaves will have a monstrous game, or maybe D'Angelo Russell with his shooting will obviously be a huge help for us as well. But also Lakers just need to play great on defense. When it comes down to it, so and have a better performance that they did going into that game compared to the last game that they faced with the Sacramento Kings will be another opportunity where they just need to play better. That's all they need to do when it comes to facing the Sacramento Kings on Wednesday. So that's my hope. That's all of our hope, really, when it comes down to it. Uh, what? Okay, I'm going to answer this question. FYI, Russell Wilson, Steelers confirmed. Yeah, I saw the notifications. It sucks to see, but at the same time, I mean, the fit as a Broncos fan, it just sucked to see how the breakup between him and the Broncos and Sean Payton didn't go well. It's unfortunate, but at the same time, I mean, uh, for his 2 years with the Denver Broncos, I mean, he didn't live up to his contract, and it kind of sucked how things ended between both sides with the Denver Broncos and Russell Wilson. But it was just toxic, and it just didn't seem like it was going to work out. So you obviously release him. I personally wanted to trade him, but get some assets out of it after losing a lot of assets to get him in the first place. But it just no team was biting, and they just wanted to sign him on a veteran minimum, which they did. I mean, kudos to the Steelers to get Russell Wilson for cheap. So, and the bad part, the bad thing is we're still going to pay him. We're still going to pay him around 38 million going into next season. So that kind of sucks. It kind of stings that we're going to give him that much money even when he's playing for a different team. So once again, it's just another bad trade that there was a lot of promise going into that particular trade, but at the same time, it was just not going to work out. And because you have Sean Payton as the head coach for the Denver Broncos, and so far it looks like the Broncos. For me, as a Broncos fan, I think they are going to potentially go into rebuild mode after trading some pieces and releasing Justin Simmons, who spent, I believe, 7 to 8 years with the Denver Broncos. So it kind of sucks that we didn't trade him to get some assets out of him, but instead he got released, and now he's going to go join a potential playoff team, which I'm rooting for. I mean, this guy has the talent in the world to be on a playoff team. So I wish Justin Simmons nothing but the best somewhere where he will get playoff opportunities when it comes to the team they will be joining. But Russell Wilson, wishing nothing but the best with the Steelers and my Denver Broncos. I mean, we just have to live what we're dealing with at this moment. So, it is sucks, but at the same time, I mean, the fit was just not going to work out. So, it is what it is. My hope is that you know my Broncos will find something to be competitive next year, but it's a long shot. After trading, you know, what's his name, um, Jerry Judy, for a couple of late round picks. You can just tell that the Denver Broncos are looking for a rebuild at this moment. So, you know, it is what it is. Let's read more here from Daniel. AD put up Wilt numbers today. So, I mean, yeah, that's what really went down. I mean, with his numbers out there tonight, I believe he also reached 51 double doubles this season, achieving a career high when it comes to double doubles for this season. So, kudos to Anthony Davis achieving that in his milestone in his NBA career. And he was putting up Wilt numbers because of the circumstances. With no Carl Anthony Towns, no Rudy Gobert, this was an open field for a big man like him to go into this game and dominate defensively. Like I said, 10 offensive rebounds for the Lakers combined with 14 as a team. They had 14 with the Lakers. Oh, sorry, with LeBron. Sorry, excuse me, with Anthony Davis having 10 offensive rebounds. And let's also remember the Timberwolves had, as a team, they had 11 offensive rebounds as a team. So think about that. This was Anthony Davis's night to humiliate the Minnesota Timberwolves with this huge win. And with that being said, guys, I mean, he deserves Defensive Player of the Year without a doubt. I mean, he is deserving of it, putting up numbers like that and winning the way that he did, being one of the top teams in the Western Conference. It is something that is in consideration, hopefully, for him to get Defensive Player of the Year without a doubt. And he stayed healthy. I mean, last game when he dealt with that shoulder injury that he played through, even though he didn't score when that happened, even though he did grab a couple of rebounds and late after the fact. So, with that being said, and we saw that he was getting iced on his shoulders. So, it was not looking good, but still, this Anthony Davis played through it. And this is what we all want to see from Anthony Davis when it comes to injuries and what occurs to him, for him to just play through it. He's well regarded for hearing the critics being called street clothes, broken glass, injury prone, you name it. I mean, this guy throughout his NBA career has dealt with injuries left and right. But this year, it's something different. This guy has stayed healthy, played through injuries, and it's just greatness to see, when it comes down to it. And I'm just so proud of what Anthony Davis is doing so far this season as part of the as part of the Los Angeles Lakers. So once again, great job out there. A MVP caliber game for Anthony Davis out there tonight. Let's see here. Ever since the Nuggets game, Prince has come alive. Yeah, he did, hasn't he? When it comes down to his shooting, has been very helpful for this Lakers team. Now tonight, he went 0 of 3 from the three, but he managed to give us 6 rebounds and 6 points and 3 rebounds out there tonight. So with that being said, I mean, for the past couple of games, though, I mean, I'm just want to look at his stats for this past couple of games since Denver. The guy put up 14 points against OKC, 6 points against Sacramento, the Bucks with 8, and tonight with 6 points. And he had solid shooting. Especially against OKC, who went 4 of 6 from the three, 2 of 3 against Sacramento from the three, and 2 of 5 from the three against the Bucks. Now tonight he went 0 of 3, but he has been putting up numbers. And I have to say, it's very impressive, when it comes to the guy that needs to help out with the second unit. And that's what the need is because, with no Vando yet, no Gabe Vincent, it's still some struggles, when it comes to the second unit, and no Christian Wood. So, and Cam Reddish didn't play tonight. So, you know, still he needs to be that guy that needs to step up. So for the second unit coming off the bench. So, but is this something that just needs to show some appreciation for? Because past couple of games since, like you said, Daniel, with the matchup against the Denver Nuggets, he came alive, and that's what really went down when it comes down to it. So, and it's laughable because it's something that it's just weird, because this season has been a really down year for Torian Prince. And I guess when it comes to the preseason game where he was laying it up with those threes that he was putting up, it was just an outlier. That's what it was. And since then, um, we lost some games, some key games, and with Rui Hachimura coming off the bench, and when he gets minutes, he lets it up. And I guess Darvin Ham was just not seeing it, so he was just showing a lot of favorability for Torian Prince, and now more than ever, he needs to start winning games. With 18 games remaining to feel better where they're at within the standings, you need to put in your best players available in the starting lineup to help you win games. And since then, the Lakers have been winning games with this starting lineup, and it's been nothing but great to watch. When it comes down to it. So let's just keep things where it is right now. And Torian Prince coming off the bench is good in my book. When it comes down to it. Let's read more here from Adam. Welcome to the live stream. We appreciate you joining. We always seem to have different MVPs each game, which tells me that we have a good team. Absolutely. I mean, I absolutely agree with you 100%. I mean, just the last game, against the Bucks, we had, D'Lo being the MVP of tonight's game, and just them putting up each game some great performances. And we witnessed that tonight with Anthony Davis, and it's just great because you're not always relying on your number one option with LeBron James helping you win games. And that's what I love to see from this Lakers team is everyone going out there every single night and giving it their all. And when it comes to pressure, they are ready for for that pressure, and not always relying on number one option to help you win games. And that's what we saw tonight. That's what we saw. I mean, sure, LeBron James, 29 points, led the Lakers tonight in scoring, had a quiet night, but still put up some solid numbers. But it was all about Anthony Davis. He was the main reason why we won tonight. And it's all happened in the fourth quarter. And it's been that way since uh, since the Bucks game. Lakers have been they let it up in the fourth quarters situations. And so far, I want to see that more often going into every single matchups with 18 games remaining of the NBA season. So my hope is that the Lakers will continue to do that. And Want to see some other players step up and put up some MVP caliber numbers. Maybe it will be Austin Reaves against the Sacramento Kings. You never know. So we just have to wait and see about that. So, but it would be great to see Anthony Davis do what he did tonight against Sacramento and against Sabonis. So it will be another opportunity, and maybe D'Lo will let it up with shooting. But obviously LeBron James will still be there, so I don't know. Maybe he will have a monstrous performance against the Kings on Wednesday. So it's all a team effort. As I said, it's a whole team effort. We need to win games. We need to stack up wins and go for a playoff run. When it comes down to it. So I absolutely agree with you. Thank you again, Adam, for your comment. I really appreciate it. And with that, this was a great win, as I said. And I already talked about the stats, but uh, we haven't really talked about Rui Hachimura. His performance out there was solid, out there tonight as well. 15 points, went 3 of 5 from the three, went 5 of 10 from the field, and went had 2 rebounds and 3 assists out there tonight. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but the steals and the blocks, it's all about Anthony Davis tonight. I mean, he had 3 blocks and he had 7 steals out there tonight. So this was his night. This was his night when it comes down to it. So this was a great win for the Lakers. And D'Lo had 13 points, and why not? Let him rest or not rest, but have a easy night, I guess, to not lit it up. I mean, because his 44-point performance against the Bucks was sensational. So, and people are still talking about that. So when it comes down to it, I mean, this was his night to take it easy, I guess. But in any given night, my hope is that that every Lakers on this team shows up every single night. So, I want to see Anthony Davis show up, LeBron James, along with Austin Reaves, D'Lo, and Rui Hachimura, with the help, or maybe Torian Prince, maybe, or Jackson Hayes. I mean, sort of remains to be seen if those guys will do it. But if as long as our starting lineups put up numbers the way they did tonight, it will be a great night for the Lakers every single night to win games. I mean, it's a guarantee that they will win games that way if we see similar numbers of what they did tonight on occasion, consistency moving forward with the playoff push. So, and I just got notifications here. I mean, Anthony Davis, he made historic numbers as a Los Angeles Laker. I mean, just seeing the numbers right here, uh, Anthony Davis becomes the first player in NBA history to record 25 points, 25 rebounds, 5 assists, five, well, technically 7 steals, but they're saying 5, but 7 steals in LA's victory over Minnesota. So, talking about a guy that went out there tonight and put up some monstrous performance, milestone performance, and historic numbers when it comes down to it as part of the Los Angeles Lakers. So, this is his night. This is his night that everybody needs to celebrate, when it comes to his performance out there tonight. So, once again, guys, I really want to know your thoughts and your opinions about this Lakers win, a huge win against the number 1 team in the Western Conference in the Minnesota Timberwolves. And what's your expectations now going into the next couple of games now with this Lakers schedule? Do you see the Lakers at best getting the 8th seed with 1 game remaining, 1 game away from the Dallas Mavericks 8th spot, and 2 games off for getting the 6th seed? I mean, it's a reality now. I mean, the whole talks before the Lakers went on this run was that the Lakers were, not going to, get to the 6th seed because of where they're at within the standings and them losing games. And, when you have the Golden State Warriors still behind you, winning games still, it just kind of hurts where the Lakers were going to be within the standings. But now, since this run that they're on, it kind of gives them, opportunities now to at best, move up within the standings. So my hope is that at best, Lakers will get the eighth seed maybe if they continue where they're at, because I still think they're within the play-in. This sixth seed, it's a long shot, but it's there in their grasp to get it. Like I said, 2 games off from reaching the sixth seed, but 1 game off from getting the eighth seed. So, with that being said, guys, I mean, my hope is the Lakers will just continue to go on this run that they're on and continue to just start to win games now, stack up wins, go for a playoff run with the success that they're on by beating the Bucks, by beating the Sacramento Kings, and now hopefully on Wednesday when they beat the Sacramento Kings, Lakers are in good shape. When it comes down to it. So my hope is other teams around the Lakers, like the Dallas Mavericks, Golden State Warriors, just looking at the standings. Let me look at the standings real quick. When it comes down to it, what's Sacramento Kings, as I said, Dallas Mavericks, the Phoenix Suns, those teams are in reach for the Lakers to achieve. If they lose games with 18 games remaining, you never know. Maybe the Lakers will get the sixth seed. If they are continuing with this drive that they're on and winning games, it's a possibility. But at best, my hope is Lakers will get maybe the eighth seed or maybe the seventh seed at this point. So, we just have to wait and see. It's 18 games remaining. Lakers can do a lot to achieve it, to move up within the standings. But we just have to see the same consistency moving forward, when it comes to 18 games remaining. So let's just hope for that. So I really want to know, guys, your thoughts and your opinions about this huge win tonight against the T-Wolves. And please, guys, make sure to follow me all across social media, Facebook, Instagram, X. I'm also on TikTok and Threads. The links will be in the description of this live stream, so you guys can check me out on social media. And of course, guys, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you all in the next live stream, in the next video. Once again, I want to thank Daniel and Adam for you guys' comment, especially the comment here about Russell Wilson. Once again, Russell Wilson has signed on a 1-year deal with the Steelers. Wish him nothing but the best over there, and you know, it just sucks that where my Broncos are at right now, they are in rebuild mode. That's what it is. They're in rebuild mode when it comes down to it. So it's a sad reality, but my hope is that my Denver Broncos will find some sort of success next season. But we just have to wait and see. So just want to bring that up. But thank you all once again. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Adam. And thank you all for watching on this live stream, ZLN's post-game show analysis. If you want to be in the know and be the first to join me on my live streams, hit that notification bell. It's really important that you do so you'll be in the know when I go live or talking about, Lakers news, rumors, updates, speculations about the Los Angeles Lakers. So please do so. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you all in the next live stream and the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.